Thank you all for being here, being on time, and being ready to go. So today is a relax, refresh, restore session. It's going to be gentle. Of course, pay attention to your body. If there's something that doesn't feel good, then just skip it or hold off to the next exercise. If there are modifications that we need to do, then I'll cue you in on that as well. We're trying out a new microphone system, so if for some reason the sound isn't great, unmute yourself and let us know. But should be good, should be okay. In any case, summer is sadly ending. Fall is just around the corner, and with our busy summers and travel and summer camps and everything going on that summer is about, all the wonderful things, we thought now would be a great time for a transition, stretch, and sequence, just to get the body moving, just to kind of relax, refresh, and get ready to gear up for the next season and the next phase of the year. So, as we do always, we're going to find some peace and calm to start out with, and we're going to end with some peace and calm. So first of all, close your eyes, stand in a comfortable space, and just get in touch with your body. Specifically, get in touch with your weight distribution right to left in your feet. So notice if there's more weight on one foot than the other. Notice if there's more weight towards your toes or towards your heels. And then inside and outside your feet. And now move your awareness into your lower legs, just looking for tension in your body. Just really get in touch with the muscles, the joints, on into the knees, into your thighs. You might notice that one thigh muscle or glute muscle is contracted compared to the other. Just try and let it go consciously, purposely if you can. Move that awareness into your lower back, into the back muscles, and then across into the stomach muscles. Notice if you're breathing with your diaphragm, is your stomach moving as you're breathing, or are you holding it in? Try and let it go. Relax your stomach. Now move that awareness up into your mid and upper back and your shoulders and into your neck and your jaw. And of course, let go of any tension that you need to release. Okay, we're going to start breathing actually on our back. So I want you to lie down on your back. You're going to get the soles of your feet together, knees out into a frog position or a butterfly position. So you're going to lie on your backs, soles of your feet together, let your knees drop out, and we're just going to breathe here. Palms up, out to your sides, and as you inhale, you're going to let your stomach rise, and as you exhale, let it fall. And take your time getting in position, just got to be comfortable, as I said. So inhale, let your stomach rise. Exhale, let it fall. Keep breathing. Same deep breaths. Big deep breaths. And as you're breathing, try and let go of any tension anywhere in your body. You'll notice your lower back comes up off the ground. Let it. We want it to. We're just giving a little gentle traction for the spine, letting everything relax. Let go of your shoulders, let go of your neck, and just breathe in, deep breath, in through your nose and out. Last couple. And now bring your knees together and straighten out both legs. Bring your hands down by your sides. You're going to raise your left knee and your right hand up in the air together, and then all the way down together. And then right knee, left arm, and then down. This is called cross crawling. Just going to warm up a little bit, get the body moving. It's opposite knee, opposite arm, just back and forth, slowly. You want to go bring them up together and down together. Very slowly, deliberately. Your hand can touch the floor. You want to keep your arm as straight as you can. Keep going. Keep going back and forth. This is also coordinating the brain, opposite sides of the body, talking to each other. Studies have shown that cross-body work improves cognitive function. And now put your feet on the ground, knees bent. Interlace your hands together, palms together. And we're just going to pull our hands up overhead, gently, slowly. Elbows should stay straight. And just pulling your arms and hands up and over your head towards the floor. If you can touch the floor with your hands, great. If you can't, don't worry about it. Just go as far as is comfortable. We're going to get the shoulders gliding and moving. And when the shoulders glide and move, so does the upper back, the shoulder blades. The mid and upper back has to change position. Just back and forth, bringing these arms up overhead. Couple more here. And now relax your arms out to your sides. And you're going to keep your knees bent, feet flat on the ground, but you're going to raise up on your toes. So bring your heels up off the ground and then go the other way. Rock back so your heels are down and your feet are, the balls of your feet are up. And you're just going to rock back and forth. Up on your toes, back on your heels. Gentle rock. And you want to make sure that your feet don't walk away from you.
Mine were already starting.
All the way up and down. Try and get all 5 toes in on the action. So big toe to the pinky toe. And you want to exaggerate the motion here, way up on your heel, way up on your toes. And now we're going to alternate. So go on the toes of one foot and the heel of the other, and then switch. This is that cross-body coordination. Doing opposite things, different sides of the brain, having to work, coordinate. So you're just alternating heel, toe, back and forth. Couple more. You'll notice the muscles of your feet are starting to talk to you. Arch muscles, the foot muscles. That's a good thing. We want to wake up these foot muscles. And now back and forth together again, heel to toe, both of them symmetrically now. Up on the toes, back on the heels. Let's get it re-coordinated. And now interlace your hands together again, palms together. And this time we're going to bring the arms across the body. So bring your right arm across the body and your left elbow down at your side. And then you're going to go the other way. Left arm goes across the body, elbow straight, right elbow in, and then back. So when you're bringing the arm across your body, you want the top arm to be straight and the bottom arm bends in at your side. You want to try and make sure that the arm that goes across stays level with your shoulder, your opposite shoulder. And just, you want to reach. Keep your hips down, but let your upper body reach over. Keep going. Keep reaching side to side. Let your body rotate. Really reach. Last couple, we're just mobilizing the spine, shoulder blades here. Okay, relax your arms. Separate your feet just a little bit wider than your hips, not quite outside your mat. And you're going to let both knees drop down to your left and then bring them up and both knees over to your right. And you want to relax your arms out to your sides, palms up, and just back and forth. Nice and slowly, let everything just drop. Kind of like windshield wipers, going from side to side. Keep going, a little more. And put your feet on the ground now, flat. Cross your right ankle over your left knee. And gently push that right knee with your leg muscles away from you. Now this should feel easy for many of you. And that's okay, the harder part is coming. But just press that right knee away, relax your shoulders, keep breathing. And let's switch sides. Left ankle over the right knee. Push that left knee away. Take a few deep breaths. Let that hip open up. You might feel a stretch on the outside of your hip. You might not feel anything, and again, that's okay. Let's put both feet on the ground now and push your hips up into the air as high as you can go, and then drop them back down till they touch the ground, and then back up. We're going up and down. We call these active bridges. Just gently, slowly push yourself up and then drop it down. And each time you push up, you want to try and get a little higher than you did the time before. Way up there. Way back kid having a meltdown outside. Push up, hips way up, push them way up. Even higher. And now relax your hips. Interlace your hands behind your head, pull your elbows back. We're just going to do a few abdominal crunches here, but we're going to do them in a different way. Your feet stay down, your hips stay down, Elbows are pulled back towards the ground, fingers interlaced, and you're going to bring your upper body straight up towards the ceiling, keeping your elbows back and then back down. You just want to rest your head in your hands, so as you come up, pick a spot on the ceiling and don't lose that spot. We don't want your head coming forward. Just up and down. Again, keep your elbows back. We're just going slowly. We're not going all that high. Just activating the front side of the body here. The hips, stabilizers of the hips, the abdominals. But we're also, by pulling your elbows back, we're activating the extensors of the spine, the upper thoracic extensors. So we've got a tug of war going on here between the elbows being pulled back and the stomach trying to flex the spine. Couple more. Going to get them nice and warm here and activated, because now I want you to relax your arms out to your sides, press your right ankle over your left knee, and lift that left leg up in the air. Arms are out to your sides. They're not holding up your knee. You're holding your own leg up with your left leg. So the left hip flexors, the thigh muscles on the left hip are doing all the work. And as you're doing this, you're going to push your right knee away from you. Yeah, your left knee is bent. And you want the knee bent about 90 degrees. And you want to relax your shoulders. And just breathe. You're going to feel a little bit of work, a little fatigue in that left hip. We're just isolating one hip at a time here, getting a nice gentle stretch. And now you can grab both arms underneath that left knee, and now let's pull that left knee towards your chest. We are going to use our arms for a second to deepen the stretch a bit. And relax your arms now to your sides. And with your leg muscles, pull the knee back even more. And relax. Let's switch legs. So left ankle crosses over the right knee. We're going to lift that right leg up in the air. Right knee stays bent about 90 degrees. Arms are out to your sides, palms up. Relax your shoulders, relax your hands. And with your right leg muscles, pull that right knee back as you push the left knee out. You might notice that one hip is tighter than the other, so maybe this left hip, you feel more of a stretch on the outside of your leg than you did on the other side, or vice versa. Either way, it's normal for one side to be a little tighter, but we don't want that to be the norm. So that's why we're doing this stuff. We're working to balance the body right to left, taking in all the twists and turns, asking all the muscles to work together as a unit, and making sure that the body from head to toe is coordinated, balanced, symmetrical, and also working as one big happy family unit. Okay, grab underneath that right knee now with both hands and gently pull that right knee back a little more. Deepen the stretch in the left hip. Just breathe. And relax those arms out to the sides. Now pull the right knee back more with your right leg muscles. Just going to hold this for a second. That right thigh, right hip should be talking to you. Okay, relax. Good. And now you're going to do a few pelvic tilts. You're going to press your lower back flat into the ground and then roll your hips forward to put an arch in your lower back, just back and forth. So you're rocking your hips front to back, but your hips are staying on the ground. The only thing moving here, your pelvis is rocking forward to induce an arch in your lower back and rocking back to flatten out your lower back. So your lower spine is just moving from extension to neutral, slight flexion. We're just rocking it back and forth. Getting that lower back to move, and it should feel pretty loose about now. And now cross your right ankle over your left knee. Keep your arms out to your sides, palms up, and drop both legs down to your left. All the way down to the outside of your left leg hits the ground and the bottom of your right foot. Elbow. And push your right knee out away from you. And as you push that right knee out, you're just breathing. You want to turn your head to the opposite side, so turn your head to your right. And you're just breathing deeply. Inhale, let your stomach rise. And as you're breathing, try and let go of any tension. The only tension you should feel is as you push your right knee away from you with your leg muscles. You might feel a little stretch in the outside of your right hip. Last couple breaths here. Get a nice stretch out of it. And when you're ready, go ahead and roll up. Put your right foot down on the ground, cross your left ankle over your right knee, and drop both legs down to your right till the outside of your right leg hits the ground and the bottom of your left foot hits the ground. And with your leg muscles again, gently push the left knee out away from you. Your arms should be straight out from your shoulders. Palms can be up if that helps relax your shoulders. You can also go palms down. You might get a little more activation out of your back muscles that way. Turn your head to your left and keep breathing. And go ahead and roll out of that. Put your feet down on the ground. Separate your feet wide now, outside your mat or just outside your mat. And you're going to bring your knees together till they touch. Keep your feet out though, and then bring your knees out. Let your feet roll to the outsides, and then come bring them back in. So your feet are pronating, supinating. Your legs are abducting, adducting, meaning going in and out. And you're just gently, slowly bringing these knees together, then gently bringing them out. And we're starting with this wide position to accentuate the internal rotation of the leg bone. So as you bring your knees together, the legs internally rotate, and that's an important function of the hip joint. And as you bring them out, they externally rotate. But now I want you to bring your feet a little closer together, about mat width now, so not too close, and do the same thing, knees together and then knees out. And you'll notice that the amount of internal rotation lessens while the amount of external rotation increases. So we're working our way towards more outer rotation of the leg. You're just going very smoothly, slowly, not too quickly. And let's walk your feet closer together so they're about fist width apart now. And same thing. Arms can be palms up out to your sides. Okay, now we're going to add a little bit of a challenge to this. You're going to bring your knees up to 90 degrees. So your knees and legs are in the air. Your knees are bent 90 degrees. And you're going to bring your knees together and ankles together. And now keep your ankles together, bring your knees apart. And now bring your knees together and pull your ankles apart. Feet together, knees out, knees together, feet out. So you're just moving this, getting this motion in and out. Kind of a funny story behind this exercise. We used to call this exercise Susan's, based on one of our receptionists that we had. And she was in a lot of pain one day and gave her this exercise and she got right out of it. And so the name of the exercise became her name. Just in and out here. You notice you're getting the deep leg muscles, the abdominal muscles. And now straighten out both legs. Press your lower back flat into the ground. And keep your right leg in the air and lower your left leg down as far as you can, keeping your lower back flat, and then bring it up. And now the right leg down, keeping your lower back flat, and up. As you lower your leg, don't let that lower back come off the ground. So only lower it as low as you can, keeping that lower back flat. Just alternating legs here, right leg and left leg. Right leg, left leg. One more each leg, right leg down, back up, left leg down, back up. Bend both knees, put them on the ground, and now push your hips up into the air again as high as you can go. And just breathe here, relax your shoulders, push those hips up. Now go a little higher. As your body relaxes into the position, you'll be able to go a little higher each time. Push up a little higher now. We're getting more of the spine into it as we get higher. More hip joint motion, hip extension we call it, which is the leg going behind you. Even higher now. And drop it down. Straighten out your left leg. Bring your right leg up to 90 degrees. And take your left hand, put it on the outside of your right knee. We're going to drop that right knee down to your left, so that the inside of your right knee is moving towards the ground, towards your left hip. Your right arm should be palm up out to your side. Deep breath in. Exhale, let that right knee drop more towards the ground. You want to keep that left leg straight, so push that left knee as straight as you can. And just breathe. Now roll up. Keep that right knee in the air. Take your left hand, grab your right ankle. And you're just going to bring that right ankle toward your left shoulder, if you can. And you're just going to pull that right knee and that right leg up toward your chest. Push the left leg as straight as you can. Imagine this is a pigeon pose on your back. And just bringing that knee towards your chest. And relax. Bring your left leg up in the air to 90 degrees. Take your right hand, cross it over your left knee, and bring that right leg over towards your left side. That knee stays bent Left hand is palm up towards the ceiling, straight out from your shoulder. And deep breath in, and exhale, let that left leg drop. Keep breathing. And now roll on up. Keep that left knee at 90 degrees. Straighten out your right leg. And grab underneath that lower leg and pull that left leg towards your chest. If you can, just make it as comfortable as you can. Breathe, relax your shoulders. And put your feet on the ground. Get the soles of your feet together. Let your knees drop out again. And deep breaths here. Just let those knees drop out. Don't force them. Just going back to the breath. This round of this position should feel easier. You should feel like maybe your knees have dropped out farther, or there's less tension in your inner thighs or your hips. Keep breathing. And now you're going to close up your knees. You're going to roll over on your stomach. Let's get you sideways. So roll on your stomach. Arms go straight out in front of your head, in front of your shoulders, above you, palms down. And now take your thumbs and rotate them up towards the ceiling. And now you're going to lift your left arm and your right leg up off the ground. So left arm lifts, right leg. They're not going very high. You're just going to lift up and down. And then switch arms and legs. You're going to hold it for a good 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. Relax and lift the other side. Right arm, a left leg. And relax. Just back and forth, 3-second holds. And down. Again, this is that cross body activation. This is that opposite side. Right brain, left brain, coordinating, working together. Great for cognitive function, great for coordination, and great way to connect the body right to left. One more each side. And now bend your elbows and rest your forehead on your hands. Just going to rest your head down right on your hands.
Stack your palms.
Yeah, stack your palms. Bring your feet so they're touching. And you're going to point your toes and you're going to bring both heels up towards your hips as high as you can go. So you're going to bend both knees, get your heels up as far as they go, and then bring them back down. And then back up and down. These are just called hamstring curls. And very simple exercise, but what we're doing here is we're just activating the back side of the body, and specifically we're activating the back muscles equally. And we're getting them ready for this next exercise that's coming up. Just a couple more. Slowly down, bring them slowly up. It's a very gentle, easy exercise just to activate the hamstrings, activate the lower back extensors. Try and relax your shoulders here as you're doing this. And now bring both arms in front of you again, overhead, just like you had it before. Thumbs up towards the ceiling. And now you're going to lift everything off the ground. Your head, your arms, your legs, everything goes up into super women, super men, super people. And back down. And here we go. Both arms, both legs up, way up. And down. And up. And now we're really connecting the whole back side of the body. And down. And up. From the ankle to the base of the skull, all the way down. Major connection here. Way back up again. As high as you can go. And down. Last one. Both arms, both legs, way up. Make it your best one. And down. And come up on your hands and knees. We're going to do some cat and cow, cat and dog, as it's also known. So hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips, and you're going to round your hips all the way up, your spine up towards the ceiling, drop your head, and then go the other way. Let your shoulder blades drop together, your back sway, a little arch in your back. And you're just going from one to the other. You're focusing on initiating the motion with your hips, not your back. Let your spine follow your hips. All spinal function and motion should be initiated by the pelvis in real life. So let's do that. Nice, smooth motion. Last couple. Another great exercise. This is one exercise I would give the world. It coordinates the hips, spine, shoulders, neck. Coordinates the spine together as a unit. Great exercise. If you ever feel off balance, do a few of these and you'll come up walking better. Okay, let's go into a child's pose. So sink your hips back toward your heels. Let everything relax. Let your upper body drape over your thighs. And if it's comfortable to reach forward, you can. If you want to bring your arms down by your sides, you can do that as well. So make your arms comfortable. Let yourself just sit back and breathe. And as you breathe, imagine you're breathing outside. You're breathing into your rib cage. As you inhale, let the lower rib cage expand and let it contract as you exhale. Nice breaths. Reese's even yawning. She's ready. Nice and relaxed. Okay, let's shift your weight forward onto your hands and knees again. And this time, with your hands underneath your shoulders, hips over your knees, you're going to drop down to your elbows. So your elbows are going to go to the ground. And you're going to make a fist with your thumbs up towards the ceiling. Walk your elbows forward a couple inches, about 3 to 6 inches. Move your shoulders forward over your elbows again and drop your shoulder blades. So now you're in a position where your shoulder blades are dropped, your hips are still over your knees, and you want to move your shoulders over your elbows, drop your shoulder blades, and then pull your hips back toward your heels. So kind of like you're doing a downward dog on your knees and elbows. So your hips will move up and back towards your heels, your head is down. Shoulder blades squeezed. And we're just going to take a few breaths here. We are really going to open up the mid and upper back. We're going to free up the shoulders. And we're going to remind the spine that it's designed to extend as a unit as well. We were just in a child's pose in full flexion of the spine. Now we're going towards extension, and then in a second we're going to do both, a mix. Okay, come back to your hands and knees. Hands underneath your shoulders, and you're going to lift your left arm, bring your left arm up off the ground and your right leg off the ground. So your right leg kicks out behind you, your right arm is in front of you. Thumb up towards the ceiling, and then let's switch legs. Left leg, right arm. So use our hand-leg opposite lifts. And as you lift your leg and your arm, try not to twist. Try and keep your body pointing straight ahead. And then switch. We're going to hold each one for about 3 seconds or so. 1, 2, 3, switch. And I want you to point your toes behind you. And switch. And let's hold this next one for 5 seconds. So lift it up, hold this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Switch. And left leg, right arm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more time each side. I know your arms are getting tired. 2, 3, 4, 5. Last one on the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And back into the child's pose. Sit back, let your upper body drape. Separate your knees wide if you want to. And again, just breathe and let your body relax. We're kind of balancing between activation and relaxation. We need blood to flow. We also need everything to relax and let go. And this gentle back and forth between activation and relaxation helps foster the brain's ability just to let go. And I invite you in this position just to let everything go. All the worries, all the concerns, all the to-dos, shoulds, coulds, woulds. Focus on your breath. Nothing else matters but your breath. And go ahead and come forward on your hands and knees again. And this time you're going to pike up into a downward dog. So hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. And curl your toes under, bring your knees up in the air, hips up in the air. And you want to keep your knees bent to start. You want to pull your chest towards your knees as you pull your upper body through your shoulders. Straighten out your elbows. And now raise your right leg up behind you. So kick that leg up if you have room, if you have space. If not, stay where you are. But if you have space, kick it up behind you and point your toe. Bring it up higher. And drop it down. Let's switch legs. Left leg comes up in the air, way up. You can straighten out both legs now. Go on your toes. Left leg goes way up in the air without twisting your hips. Point your toe and bring it down. Now both feet are on the ground. Pull your chest towards your knees even more. Bring your heels way up off the ground. So you're on your toes. Straighten out your legs as best you can and pull your chest towards your knees. And once you have this position where your back is engaged and it's flat, not rounded, you're going to drop your heels towards the ground as far as you can. Comfortably. And you're going to feel a bit of a stretch in the back of those calves. We're not going to hold this forever. Let's just hold this for about 10 seconds. Try and breathe while you're here. Keep pushing those elbows straight. Push those hands away from you. And now walk your hands all the way towards your feet. Excellent. Drop your head. Drop your upper body, let yourself fold over. Let yourself fold in half. And relax your head and shoulders. Drop your chin towards your chest. And gently bend your knees, roll on up. Separate your legs wide now. Keep your feet straight, your legs are wide. And let's drop back down towards the ground. Both hands down on the ground. If you can't touch the ground, put your hands on your knees. Or if you want to put your hands on a chair or a couch, go ahead and do that. Don't overstretch, just go to the point of comfort. Relax your head, push your knees straight. And walk both hands over to your left knee or your left foot or ankle. Again, go to where is comfortable. Find that spot that is doable, not overstretching. And let's walk both hands over to the right foot or the right knee or thigh. And now back in the middle, both hands on the ground. Push the knees straight. And breathe and relax down a little further. And roll on up. Shake it out for a second. And now grab your left foot behind you or put your left foot behind you on a chair or a couch. We're going to get a thigh stretch, a stretch on the front of your thigh here. So as I said, if you want to put your foot behind you on a chair, a couch, a table, definitely do that. The idea here is to get a gentle stretch on the front of your left thigh. And as you're comfortable, start to bend your upper body forward and bring your leg behind you. Do what you can. And come on up. And let's switch sides. So this time you grab your right foot with your right hand, if you can. If you want to hold on to something, please do. And as you get your balance and you get comfortable, see if you can bend forward a little bit. Bring that right leg behind you. And bring it back up. Shake it out a little bit. Pigeon toe your feet. Big toes together, heels out. So the big toes are touching, heels are out. Spread your fingers out. And reach up towards the ceiling, thumbs pointing behind you. Straighten out your arms, pull your thumbs back. Drop your shoulders away from your ears. Pull back more. Reach up behind you. Push the knees back. Don't let your hips sway forward though. You want to keep your hips over your ankles. Look up at your hands. Pull back more. Reach. Now interlace your hands together while you're there. Put your palms away from you towards the ceiling. Pull back. And relax. And shake it out. Okay, and close your eyes. And let's check where you are again. Compare it to the beginning. How's your weight distribution right to left, front to back? And how does your body feel? Hopefully it feels loose, relaxed, and balanced. And if not, then have a seat. We're going to do a quick meditation. Good job. Yeah. Okay, since the theme of today is relax, revive, rejuvenate, restore, we're going to do a quick guided meditation. It's very simple. So you're going to close your eyes or soften your gaze in front of you if that's easier. And let's tap into our breath for a moment. So inhale, let your stomach rise. Exhale, let it fall. In through your nose and out through your nose. And as you're breathing, I want you to imagine you're standing in front of a pool of water. It's not a big pool. It can be a pool that's in the ground, formed by rocks, an opening in the earth. Like a spring, like a natural spring. And you don't know where the water is coming from, but you see it swirling around. It's not very deep. And you're going to go in. Take off your shoes and socks and your clothes. You're going to step into the water. And as you step in, you feel the warmth. It's warm and inviting, soothing. And you go into your knees. Feel the warmth on your skin. Then you sit down in the water and you feel it in your legs, your hips, your waist. You sit a little deeper and now it's up to your chest and your shoulders, so only your head is out of the water. And you're still breathing, but you're feeling the warmth as the water embraces you. Feel your skin heating up. Feeling the soft, warm, soothing embrace, surrounded by water. And as you notice the warmth outside of you, on your skin, I want you to bring that warmth inside. Let it go inside of you. Focus that warmth on your heart and on your chest. Now you're sensing the warmth outside and inside. Almost like you are one with the warm water. And let's breathe for 60 seconds, feeling the warmth. Here we go. Okay. Great job, everyone. Thank you so much.